Oh, this screen. Right, I'm just slowing it down because Lolot's speech is very fast, and I'm hoping that slowing it down will give me some more time to read it. Lolot smiles an evil smile. You know, she says, I never asked you your name. What is it? You tell her, Rosella. Edgar's blushing. Rosella, what a pretty name. You wonder what this is all about. You find out soon enough. Well, Rosella, Lolot grins ominously, you've earned your reward. My son Edgar has fallen in love with you. I wish him to be happy, and I give you the honor of being his wife and my daughter-in-law. Your heart turns flips and somersaults as you hear this. I apologize, with Lolot's voice, I cannot keep it as consistent. You'll be married first thing in the morning, she informs you. Are we going to be in prison again? You will sleep in Edgar's room tonight, while my son sleeps elsewhere. She motions to her goons. Let us relieve you of your burdensome load before you retire. You're so shocked by this tragic turn of events that you hardly notice your possessions being taken away. Do not eat the fruit. To her goons, Lolot orders, escort our Rosella to her room. To Edgar's room. You think to yourself, now what? Congrats, Rosella. You've been hitched. We need to get out of here very clearly. Can't spell bedroom. Normally, this is Edgar's tower bedroom. Actually, for being in such an awful castle, it looks quite comfortable. But you're in no mood to care. Alright, let's take a look around. This is a most unusual four-poster bed. Yeah, those... no comments. Sleep in bed. Look under bed. There is nothing under the bed. Look under pillow. What about this rug that I'm standing on? A small rug lies on the floor by the bed. Can I get that? Look at window. You see the mountain out the window. Can I climb out the window? It's difficult to climb while wearing that dress. Yep, we know all about that dress. I assume we're locked in. Off. You hear something at the door. Can I open the door? Unlock it first. Unlock door. How can you do that? I knew it. Okay, maybe Edgar does actually care about us. But he looks like a troll. Also, did he slip that underneath the door? You see a beautiful rose lying by the door. What's this? Why, a beautiful red rose has been pushed under your door. You pick it up and carry it with you. And I can't help but notice there is something attached to that rose. Oh, hell. Edgar, you're going to be in deep shit with Mummy if she finds out. There's something on the side there. Thing is, drawers is not showing anything, so maybe there is nothing. Maybe I just need to unlock this door and go. What a beautiful red rose. What's this? Why, there is a little gold key attached to this rose. Can I just unlock the door now? Take key. You remove the little gold key from the red rose. Using the little gold key, you quickly unlock the door. You can see Rosella's feet at the bottom of the door there. Okay, we're out. And, what on earth do we have to do now? Okay, so if we push down there, we fall. And we have a goon down there waiting for us. Oh my god. This is such a troll in the best kind of way. These stone tower steps could be very treacherous. Indeed. The stone stairs spiral up to Dark Tower. Yes, be very clear I'm pushing down here. I have not pushed up once. The goon is asleep on the job. You are at the bottom of the West Tower. A spiral of stone steps winds to the top. The henchman is asleep. Can I talk to the henchman? You are not close enough? Really? Lolot's henchmen must not speak, as you only hear them utter guttural sounds. I don't know if that happened because I tried to speak and then it failed or something else. Oh dear. The henchmen have taken your rose and you no longer have the gold key. It looks like you're destined to be Mrs. Edgar. Oh wow, we got dressed up for the occasion. I now pronounce you man and wife. Edgar, you may kiss the bride. Are we going to turn into something horribly disfigured? No, we're just going to die. Fainting isn't going to help, Rosella. There's no getting out of this one. You're stuck being Mrs. Edgar for the rest of your life. Nah, it's 2024, you can divorce. It's fine. Not to mention having old Lolotte for a mother-in-law. Good luck. You're going to need it. Also, I think Janessa's dead and Daddy's dead. But we won't mention that here. Okay. Can I get past you? It looks like it. Oh, that raven. That raven, that raven, that raven. Let me fix that typo. D is nowhere near M on the keyboard. What was I thinking? This is a rather cheerless dining room. Eating here would not be a pleasant experience. The great dining table looks big enough to seat Lolotte and at least 8 of her despicable henchmen. What is that tapestry? Or whatever it is at the back. There's a most unusual tapestry hanging on the wall. Can I look behind us, perhaps? I'm very worried about that raven. Are there notes on King's Quest V here? No. There is nothing but a wall behind the tapestry. You see Lolotte's raven spying on you. That's an issue. That's a huge issue. Kitchen. You have discovered the castle's kitchen. Not a very pleasant kitchen, but a kitchen nonetheless. Against a back wall, 2 cabinets flank a cold stone fireplace. You see a long table under the one small window. So 2 cabinets and a table. Hopefully there's something in here. Oi. The cabinet is full of dishes. Can I take the dishes? No. You have no need of dishes. Here are all your possessions. Why would you put them in there? Okay, we've got the magic fruits. I don't believe we need anything else. What at this table, though? Nothing on the table interests you. And yet it's interesting enough that it pointed it out on a generic look. You see the mouse out the window. Look at kitchen. Is there anything else? Fireplace? Is there a latch in there or something? The fireplace is unlit and cold. An empty iron pot sits in it. We don't need the iron pot. What of this bucket's over here? We can't get that? It's fucking Raven. Okay, what do? Do we make a run for us? Or do we check out the right-hand side? I think we need to check out the right-hand side. I mean, we saved, so it's fine. Excuse me, look does nothing? Get out of here. I can't sit down on Lolot's throne. Currently, Lolot's ornate gilded throne is empty. Is she in here? Well, I figure we can't leave here without the talisman. That's why we're here. Also, where's Edgar? Oh god. I'm going to die here unless I save. Well, I'm going to die here, but I can load it after I have saved. Same thing. Can I look at the door? There is an open doorway before you. But this guy wakes up immediately and follows us, and that's it, isn't it? Yep, same thing. 100%. Let's keep going up. Oh, what a fucking troll. I'm pushing down here. Down. That's taking me towards the screen. Then I go here, and then I need to push up to keep going down like that. I'm pushing right and up now, and that didn't work. These stairs are so unusually programmed. I kind of love it. Oh, come on. One of those steps is very narrow. Yeah, I'm using right and page up now. There she is. You see Lolot's bedroom door and a winding stairway leading down the tower. Unlock it first. Is it the same key? Which key do you want to use? The gold key or the skeleton key? Using the little gold key, you quickly unlock the door. I'd prefer to do it quietly, but whatever. So, this is Lolot's bedchamber. You question her taste in decorating, as her furniture is a bit on the gaudy side. And speaking of Lolot, the old bass is sound asleep on her massive bed. I keep forgetting that she's actually a fairy. And not, you know, an old bass. Where is the talisman? Yeah. The evil fairy sleeps soundly in her bed. She wears Genesta's magic talisman around her neck, and you see it gleaming upon her chest. As she sleeps, she makes very strange clicking sounds. What can I do here? Do I need to close the door, perhaps? What is this mirror? Nothing. I need to get that talisman. You stupidly wake Lolot up. Viper! She screams as she quickly sits up, points a gnarled finger at you, and zaps you into oblivion. Okay. What can I do about you? Can I shoot her with the arrow? Fuck, wouldn't that be something? Oh, I can. You aim the golden arrow towards Lolot. You let go of the bowstring. Zing! A direct hit. Lolot sits straight up in bed, a look of agony upon her face. What did you do to me? She shrieks. I'm melting! Melting! No, wait, that's another story. Let's try again. It hurts! It hurts! Stop the pain! Stop it! I'm so sorry about that voice. My throat is actually hurting. You cringe as you watch the evil fairy die a painful death. What's happened, you wonder? How could Cupid's arrow have done that? You thought that those arrows were harmless and contained only love. Wait, that must be it. Love. Lolot was so evil that when all that pure love entered her body, it acted as a poison to her system. In spite of yourself, you feel a sense of sweet revenge. Fuck off, game. As she breathes her last, Lolot manages to gasp. I don't know how, but I'll get you for this. We just got a lot of points. A bright new day is dawning. Hey, Edgar. Edgar bows to you, acknowledging his evil mother's death. He begins to say, You may now walk freely about the castle. And suddenly begins to blush. I have to ask, why is his skin green? Is he actually like a fairy or something? Or a creature? I'm not sure. He doesn't look like a regular human. Lolot is quite dead now. Genesta's magic talisman hangs from around her neck. I'll be taking that right now, thank you very much. So, we need to take that back to Genesta ASAP. She can teleport us back to Daventry, and that's it. Game done. All in all, this one's actually much shorter than I thought it would be. I might even be able to do the edits in about 6 videos or so. But I'm not sure how many points I've missed and whether there's other stuff that I need to look at. Look at these assholes. This is the east end of the hallway. Yeah, we're seeing that. Is this where the unicorn and the hen are being kept? Yeah. We're playing King's Quest, not Space Quest. I'll take that hen. What if I can give that back to the ogre or keep it with us? Or maybe we take it back to Daventry with us. This seems to be some sort of storage room. And guess what's stored here? Yes, Pandora's box. There's nothing of interest in the chest. Let me grab Pandora's box. Do I need to be specific? We get points for that. Do I need to potentially return that to its home in the crypt? Don't know. Nothing useful on the shelves. What did I come in here for? I mean, I came in here because it was a place that I could explore and I thought there would be something in here. And there totally was. There was a hen. Boxes, barrels. Chest. Yeah, okay, fine. Just speed it up a bit. I'm guessing the unicorn's going to be in here. This is the west end of a dim hallway. There is a closed door here. This is quite a fancy chair. Can I sit on the chair? We don't have time for that. Open chair, no. Open door. Ah, that's our cell. You wouldn't really want to visit your old cell, would you? Yeah, I would actually. Alright, fine. Where's the unicorn? I found the box, I found the hen. Hopefully the unicorn is somewhere outside the castle as we leave. Also, Edgar, do you want to come with? Can I sit on the throne? Technically, it's our throne now. Should we go up and see Edgar's bedroom just to see if he's there? I think so. Let's do that. If not, we're going to leave the castle. Game. Yeah, there's a lot that I remembered about this game as it went on, like the graves and whatnot at the haunted house. That said, I definitely do not recall killing Lelos with the power of love. I mean, that's just some cringe bullshit right there. He's not up here. Okay. Let's go out the main entrance, and I need to try and find the unicorn. You are standing before Lolot's dark castle on the edge of the Rocky Mountain. There is a small stable next to it. The door has hideous carvings. Lolot's sinister castle is situated on a rocky ledge of the steep, craggy mountain. A small stable is located beside it. The crude thatched roof stable is located near the dark castle, on the edge of a cliff. There you are. We came back for you. You have entered Lolot's stable, and it looks like an ordinary stable at that. The poor unicorn has been imprisoned here. Honestly, he looks okay, or she looks okay. You see 2 stable gates. Let's open them up. Can we feed the unicorn? That would not be a good idea. Okay, fine. What? There we go. As soon as you open the gate, the splendid wild unicorn impatiently leaves its hated prison. It quickly trots out the open stable door to freedom. I need you, dude. Oh wow, we actually saw it go down and not sideways, if that makes any sense. The hay. Are you here? No. Alright, so I suppose there's nothing to do here, but maybe look at the cliff. The mountains are rocky and steep. The castle perches precariously upon a large ledge. Yeah, I think I saw that. I think we have to make our way down here. Swim across the ocean one final time if I can't find the unicorn. This could take a few attempts. And then give the talisman... Oh my god. And then give the talisman back to Genesta. She can teleport us back home to Daddy. We can feed him the fruit and all will be well. Unless I eat the fruit first. There's still time. There's no sign of the unicorn. So, just looking through my items here, apart from maybe guessing like a trip back to the mainland, what was the points of the glass bottle and the nose? Could I have done something with the glass bottle perhaps? We used the flute to charm the snake, we used the silver whistle to get back. That is all used, the nose is just fluff. I've used everything here, except for the talisman, obviously, but I do question what the glass bottle was for. If it was just an Easter egg, then that's kind of disappointing, but it's okay. Can I wear the talisman? The unicorn. The unicorn doesn't trust you now. Oh dear. You know what? That's fair. Maybe I have to talk to the unicorn and tame it again before I let it go. So, in testing my whistle and flute, I did manage to swim across here multiple times without dying. And I've managed to do it again. I had a look around here as well. I couldn't find anything interesting. Right, so we're here. Firstly, we need the downer ending. You give the magic talisman to the dying fairy. Almost instantly, the colour returns to her cheeks and her green eyes begin to sparkle. She sits up in bed, stretches, and smiles at you. Just slowing it down a bit. She does look a little bit like Rosella, I reckon. Apart from the wings and the hair, perhaps. You have saved my life, Rosella, the beautiful fairy says gratefully. And you have saved Tamir from the persecution of Lalotte. We are deeply indebted to you. I want to go outside. I need to feel the warm sun on my face. You're not feeling it through that window there? Exuberantly, she waves her magic wand and... suddenly, you find yourself outside. My little hen! Genesta suddenly exclaims. Wherever did you find her? You explain that the ogre had possession of her. Poor thing, she says. Well, at least she's back home now. Now for you, Rosella, Genesta says. You performed so heroically for all of us here in Tamir. But you forgot one thing. You forgot the magic fruit for your father. No, I didn't forget, I just ate it. Sadly, you realise this terrible error. The fairy continues. Oh, it's too late now. I must immediately return you to Daventry, so you may at least bid him goodbye. You look like yourself again, assesses the fairy. You'd best be off. We won't forget you here. Good luck. Yeah, we done goofed. You made it just in time. Just in time, that is, to look your father in the eyes before he quietly dies. He must have been waiting for your return. I had to put that in post because that flicked by way too fast. Obviously, it would have been better if things had ended happily. If only you could have another chance. King Graham is dead. Series is over. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll load in a sec. Can I enter through this? I can't enter through this, so I'm just forced to listen to this lovely music. Credits or restore, restart, yep. Alright, let's do that again, except this time we won't be a dumbass and we won't eat the fruit. Genesta is not taking Pandora's box away from us, which I find curious. Alright, let's give the talisman. 224 points. We get 2 more for the hen, which means I think I'm missing 4 points. Okay, what did she say here? It flicked by so quickly. I'll record it here and put it into the previous one. Yes, so that part that I just read out, you didn't hear it now, you heard it previously. Editing is fun. Alright, new dialogue here, I think. Now for you, Rosella, Genesta says. It's my turn to help you out. I will return you to Daventry, and with the magic fruit, you will be able to save your father's life. We'd better hurry though, as he doesn't have much time left. Yes, you are anxious to get home again. Can't imagine why. But first, Genesta proclaims, let's replace these peasant clothes with your royal gown. With a twinkle in her eye, Genesta announces, there is someone else deserving of a reward for his kindness and heroism. Oh god, we're bringing him back. You have a beautiful soul, Edgar, the fairy says to the ugly little man. You should look like what you are. This handsome hunk is Edgar? Rosella, he says, I love you. Will you marry me? You think about it. You think about it some more. Then, she's going to say yes, isn't she? I'm sorry, Edgar. You're very sweet, but I must immediately return home. Perhaps we'll meet again, you say. Well, Rosella, Genesta announces, it's time for you to go. Your father desperately needs you. Goodbye. We'll never forget you. I have a question. How did she even know to contact us? She picks up the cap. That's different. You give the healing fruit to your dying father and strongly urge him to take a bite, which he weakly does. How are you feeling, father? You excitedly ask him. Never felt better in my life, is his reply. What is in this fruit anyway? He wonders. It is magic, Father, and you tell your excited family of your adventure in Tamir. I don't think you're through with this hat yet, you say. Your brother Alexander and your mother, Queen Valenice, readily agree. You've got too much life ahead of you. I think that's it. So, all's well that ends well. Until next time, goodbye. I've got to admit, the music's great, but honestly, that last shot held for way too long. Way too long. I don't think we're getting any more out of this, which is a little bit disappointing because I thought that at minimum we'll get a thank you for playing King's Quest IV and all of the credits. Which, you know what, I skipped over them earlier, so let me read them now. Designed and directed by Roberta Williams, music by William Goldstein, programming by Ken Koch, Shane Fulmer, system design by Jeff Stevenson, Bob Heisman, Stuart Goldstein, Pablo Guinness, background scenes by William D. Skirvin, animation by Carolee Hawksdotter, Jerry Moore, graphic system by Robert E. Heisman, cavalry coding by Al Lowe, David Slayback, Bob Heisman, Chris Hoyt, wrangling by Dale Carson, Bob Ballou, quality assurance by a cast of thousands. Version 1.006.004, August 7, 1989. Yeah, this one was a lot of fun, and honestly, it wasn't as long as I thought it would be. Compared to King's Quest III, which honestly, I struggled with that, trying to figure things out, I really only needed to look at the manual to climb up a tongue in the whale's mouth, and also to jump across those damn grass patches. That said, I definitely remembered some stuff from the past, especially that whole grave digging thing at the haunted house. As soon as we tried to grab the baby and shake the baby and whatnot, I had the thought, hang on, there was a grave outside with a very young person, and then I remembered, oh, okay, there's going to be a bunch of people that show up in here, and we need to dig up their graves. Speaking of, I didn't test that. Let me just go back and check right now. If I go, where is it? That's way too late. I need to go here. I'll cut in a sec. Okay, I'm here. Can I dig up these graves in the wrong order? I can actually get here in the right location, so I'm playing on fast speed. If I dig here, yeah, okay, so let's go inside the house very briefly. Oh my god, Rosella, you can do it. I need to slow the game down very clearly. Crying baby? I don't know if any of those commands are necessary or not, but I think I do actually need to see it. So if I go down here now and try digging up the Lord's grave, do I get his medal? Likewise, Demise's grave, who I believe is here. No. Yeah, it might be possible to dig these up without the scarab, but it'll be very hard. Yeah, so we do actually have to do these in order. That's cool. I like that. Alright, I need to figure out where these last 4 points are, so I'm going to take a look at the walkthrough now and figure some stuff out, and I will BRB. Alright, the editor's done, and I'm recording this last part separately again because I wasn't happy with the first recording. Firstly, my map. Here's what it looked like at the end of the playthrough, and I didn't actually make a lot of notes after the last time I photographed this. I really didn't feel the need to draw the Skull Cave or the castle or anything like that. So yeah, that's what I finished with. But at the same time, it felt bad that I didn't actually redo it, so this is what I did earlier today. It's still not great, especially on the left and right hand sides. I completely miscalculated where things needed to be, but I think that looks much better. Just ignore the almost misspelling of Tamir on the top right, please. Secondly, the 4 points that I missed. I had the right idea on 2 of them, I just didn't actually go ahead and test it. For 2 of the points, we need to return Pandora's box. We go back inside the crypt here, we go down the ladder, and we return the box. There is absolutely no feedback from the game on this, which I think is a little bit unfortunate, but we get 2 points for that. The remaining 2 points are immediately after this, and I'm not sure if I would have actually got them because this is a little bit clever. What we need to do now that we've returned the box is we need to lock the door. Well, firstly, we need to close it first, and secondly, we need to lock it. You place the skeleton key in the lock of the crypt door, click, it locked. You kick the key through a crack under the door. Now, no one will ever accidentally release the evils of Pandora's box into the world. Yeah, Rosella, I appreciate the sentiments, but I don't think it's going to be that easy. If Pandora's box wants to get out, or if someone's determined, they will get through that door. Guaranteed. But those are the final 2 points, and if I play through to the end, which I'll do in the background here while I'm talking, that is going to give us the full 230 points. Alright, I really don't have that much else to add from my initial post-game thoughts. I like this game a lot. If there's one thing that I do feel a bit weird about, especially having seen this in my editing, it's the RNG, and specifically talking about the troll cave on the right-hand side. It really did feel like that was just pure luck as to whether or not you can get through that cave, and I know RNG has to be a thing in games. It's elsewhere in this game as well. When we baited the pole and went fishing, apparently it's RNG as to whether or not we can catch a fish. It was RNG as to whether or not we get swallowed by the whale. But the troll cave in particular bothers me, and it does so because it sort of presents the idea that you're doing it wrong. You light the lantern, you go inside, and you can immediately die. And that makes you think, well, maybe that solution is not correct. Maybe we need to find some night vision goggles or something else to get through the cave. But yeah, apart from that, I found this very, very enjoyable. I do have some questions about the plot, specifically just how the hell Genesta managed to contact us in the first place through the magic mirror. Is she secretly spying on us from the land of Tamir? Is she going to show up again in 7 or 8? I'm not sure. And Edgar. Are Rosella and Edgar actually going to hook up? Because if so, that may actually explain the whole father curse thing. Your heirs won't reign over Daventry. I don't know if that goes somewhere or not. And also, I said it before, but I feel like this playthrough was a little bit compromised by my prior knowledge. I definitely had a flashback of reading the walkthrough when we got to the part where we had to dig up the graves. I didn't think of that at all before the moments where we touched the baby's cradle. And then I thought, okay, let's go dig up a grave. Bam, the walkthrough came back to me. It was very strange. I did have some other memories as well, like cleaning the house and also looking through the keyhole in the ogre's house. That particular piece of art was very familiar. But honestly, I did enjoy going back and playing through this again. It was a lot of fun. Alright, 2 more things before I close off this video. Firstly, King's Quest V is next, and I've got some news to report on that one. I said at the very start of this playlist that we would have a choice between subtitles / no voice and voice only / no subtitles. I've made my decision, and that is, I don't get a decision. We do not get subtitles in the next game. It's going to be similar to what I did in Police Quest 4. I have done my research on this, and from what I can tell, there is absolutely no way we are getting subtitles, period. So that's a bit unfortunate, but I will do what I can with it. And the second thing is, I wanted to put this at the end of King's Quest III EGA, but I just did not have time. At the time of recording this, King's Quest III VGA is about to start, so I have seen that for King's Quest III EGA, YouTube pushed the videos pretty hard. I can see that the videos found themselves on the algorithm and they found themselves on people's homepages, and I can see that people have been clicking them, watching them, and subscribing and making comments and leaving likes and whatever else. I just want to say a massive heartfelt thank you for watching. I sincerely appreciate it. It's kind of amazing that these videos are actually getting some traction as well after I don't know how many days of trying, but YouTube's like, yep, okay, we'll push some of them, we'll send them to people, and against all the odds, people are clicking and people are watching, and some people are leaving some very nice comments. So thank you. It really means the world to me. Thank you. Alright, King's Quest IV, The Perils of Rosella is done. Let's take a look at King's Quest V.